Hi everyone, today we'll be opening something special. It's the Pokemon War skill. So this is from Bandai, and we'll be opening the 3 legendaries from the 3rd gen, which is Rayquaza, Groudon and Kyogre. So let's start with the first one. This one should be Rayquaza. Kyogre. It's Rayquaza. So I opened the box before to check if I left the shop, because they give me in this brown box, and yeah, don't really read Japanese. And just in case there's a error in the packaging, but highly unlikely. So this is the back of the box. It shows you the different series. On the side, they usually feature what is in the same series. So this is the 3 legendaries, so you'll see it here. Then we got the front box, of course, we just saw. And a very nice illustration over here of all 3 legendaries in a single box. And the bottom is instructions on how to actually set up the whole, because some Pokemon have stands or whatnot, so that it's more stable. So they show you instruction how to do it. So without further ado, let's open. Let me get my scissors. Okay. Okay. Put it on the sides. There's nothing else. A very simple box. Doesn't have a background. Some scaled figures have. This is the toy. So I'm not familiar with Pokemon War skill, right? It's basically a series created to actually have all the figures in a fixed scale. I think it's a 1/20 scale for the series. Because if you collect Pokemon, right, you'll notice that some of the toys, like Pikachu, will be the same size as Charizard or Rayquaza, which is quite ridiculous if you ask me. And yeah, they finally found a solution by releasing this whole line. So let's see the figure in question. Putting in focus. So the paint job is not too shabby, but you can see there are definitely defects. I don't think, yeah. You see there's lines on this. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it's really, I think this is the first time. Okay, you can see the paint job. Okay, it's a bit hard to get focus. Black lines. Yeah. It's the first time they did this based on what I saw online. And based on my childhood memories, yes, I don't remember any toys having a standardized scale. So yeah, it's quite cool. Let's see how to put it. You see, we have to let it sit on the, yikes. Okay, the fins, I think. Oh, okay. So this is the stand, right? Notice there's actually there's an indent here to insert the fins. So I think the lower one, the one facing downward. That's it. Only one fin. Okay. Oh, it's not very deeply slotted. Okay. So this is how it looks like in the end. Really majestic. Just very disappointed with how small Rayquaza is. I always have the impression since younger, I mean, it's a legendary and it's flying dragon, it'll be very large. But yeah, it is what it is. Let me lower the camera. Okay. Yep. My former glory. Okay. Now there's so many legendaries, right? Rayquaza kind of like, it's just one of many. Back then when it was 3rd gen, there's only the 3rd batch of legendaries. Okay, that's a very weird sound. And yeah, we have Kyogre. Kyogre. Depends on how you pronounce it. Same box art on the side, just enlarge. Also shows you the skill. Yeah, the state is 1 out of 20. So imagine everything is 20 times smaller. There's supposed to be, oops. Here, Rayquaza. It's a bit slanted. So let's open this next. Okay, it's 2 stickers. So the thing about using this kind of button size stickers, right, is you'll leave a residue over time. And whenever you remove it, it'll be very messy. So I just chose to cut it. Since I won't be keeping most of the box, so in another video I'll share with you how I actually save some space. For this case, how I save space is I actually threw away the boxes. I cut open the front cover of the box, which is what you see right now. Oh, then I can close it. Okay. So there's a figure, very big. So if you played the game, right, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, you're actually picking like a side for if you're picking Ruby or Sapphire. So you pick Ruby, you'll be catching Groudon. If you pick Sapphire, you'll be catching Kyogre. Okay. It's only a stand and the figure, very similar to the Rayquaza. So there's an indent with something sticking out here. So you can see right here. You just simply insert it accordingly. Okay. Oh, okay. Doesn't tighten, which is good if you want to keep your figures, I guess. Yeah. Comes off very easily. Okay. Let's place it down. Okay. Let's look at the figure before we put it on the stand. Very nice colors. Really capture the whole essence of this Pokemon. Really hope they come up the primal forms of it. It'll be so huge though. Okay. So I'm guessing it's the other way around. Nope. Okay, time for me to read instructions. Okay, they didn't share how to set up. I'm guessing it's like this. Because if it's the other way around, facing down though. Wait. Oh, that's right. Okay. It's a bit weird. I think the other way around, right? Nope. Sweet. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this way feels more fitting. Okay. Very decent figure, but I feel like the stand is not very good. But the paint job is way better at Rayquaza. Not perfect though. If you can see, right? The paint is like, a bit of blue here. I think you really want a perfect figure. I'm sorry, but this line is not for you. Unless you want to personally rectify the issues. Yeah, There's a lot of paint job issues. Okay, now we have 2 out of 3. Let's go with our third figure, Groudon. So personally, I feel like this is the highlight of this series because Groudon's size really matches what I imagine it to be. I'm just disappointed that the scale of Rayquaza and Kyogre is not that large. I guess I should have been reading my Pokédex, because the Pokédex does record the size of each Pokemon. Okay, let's take a look at books. Groudon. Very majestic. It's really huge. Okay, standard art, and of course this majestic art. Bottom, no instructions. So only Rayquaza has instructions on how to set up. I think it's partly because Rayquaza's stand is not the transparent stand. So the lines where the fin is supposed to sit in is not so obvious. Yeah, it's probably why they include instructions. Else, since it's self-explanatory and the target audience are not kids, they simply just, exclude the instructions. Okay. Okay. Let's see Groudon. It's huge and doesn't need a stand at all. Ooh. Okay, without taking out, I really saw the issue. So some paint issue on the nails. You can see over here. Yeah. Because generally not nitpicking anything. As long as the eyes are fine, teeth is fine. The teeth is a bit of red. It's a bit disappointing, but yeah. I mean, they could have just draw a black outline of the teeth to show, more pronounced definition. But yeah, still very nice overall. Because you wouldn't be looking at this in front of you, right? It'll be usually in a display cabinet like mine, and it'll be very far away. Okay, generally no big issues. Yeah, other than the nails having some issues and the teeth. Eyes are fine. Very well coloured. Just not perfect. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't need a stand, right? Because it simply has a tail as a support. The easiest to display. Okay. And we have all 3 gathered here. So we can even replicate the scene. See Groudon in front, Rayquaza at the side, trying to mediate or stop the fight. And we have Kyogre. Maybe I place it wrong. It doesn't sit that well. It doesn't sit that well. We'll leave it at this. Probably take a photo of all 3 as our thumbnail. That'd be good. Awesome. Rayquaza is a bit slanted. See the fin sitting inside nicely. This one doesn't need sitting. This one seems like Yeah, not too bad. Just simply underwhelming that the one stopping the fight, Rayquaza, right? So tiny. Felt like Groudon or Kyogre can just smack Rayquaza away. Okay, and that's all for today. Glad to have these childhood memories in my display very shortly. Of course, if you do like my content, do like and subscribe to my channel and videos. Yep, or leave a comment if you have anything. Yep, that's all for today. We'll be opening more Pokemon World Scale down the road, of course. But I'll be mainly collecting the first, second, third gen of Pokemon, and maybe some from the fourth onwards. Yeah, but not all, because there's some repetition of Pokemon in different poses, and uh, not I'm not so into some of the generations. So it's a bit of here and there. Yep, and also because it takes a lot of space. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.